Okay then guys, we have a bit of a monster daily cryptocurrency market coming up for you. We've got a lot to cover. Um, it's largely going to be crypto specific, and I'm just going to talk about a few things. We're going to look at what's happening right now in a little bit more detail, the contagion that it's having with crypto. We're going to try and talk about the macro because remember, we've got all this macro data coming up this week, the CPI, that's going to lead into the rate decision. We're going to look at a lot in this video. And by the end of it, I want you to walk away having a good understanding of everything that's going on right now and hopefully being able to make your own mind up about where you think the market is and potentially where it's going. So we're going to really start by looking at what's taking place now, right now with Silicon Valley Bank and obviously the contagion that it's having within the crypto space. We know what's happening with USDC. There's been knock-on effects with MakerDAO that have some of their collateral in USDC. And undoubtedly, there's going to be more. The problem with the space is very collateralized. And this isn't just asymptomatic to crypto. This is more broadly. Now, I think the Fed's going to pivot and look to bring rates down and not be as harsh as they're talking because I don't think they can be. I think they're running out of room. And I think we're starting to see real cracks show. People say, okay, well, they don't care about the equity market, and I agree. But what they do care about is their banking system and ensuring that what's more damaging, high inflation or people losing money through bank failure? We're going to talk about all that. This is what I mean by this is going to be quite a monstrous industry. We're going to talk about the macro. It's a very low liquid environment. We're going to look at the CME watch tool. But just before we get into all of that, I want to give my stance. And this is as genuine as it comes. And this is at a time where this is an extremely unpopular opinion. I'm bullish on the crypto space right now. And I think that what's happening with crypto right now is a massive opportunity. This is literally how I've envisioned the cryptocurrency market becoming established. It was never going to be as straightforward as this tech comes around, they regulate it, and we're off to the races. It was always going to be this tech comes around, it goes through teething problems, and that's exactly what's happening right now. This is an industry, the cryptocurrency market, what I'm talking about, that I think is going to impact the entire world from finance to identity to everything. And part of it getting to that stage is it being regulated. We're seeing a lot of that taking place right now. It's painful to go through. Luckily, and if you guys have been following this channel, we've mitigated a lot of the bear market. We didn't get out up here. I'm not claiming that. We got out here and we rode it and bought for the first time in January, right? We're still up from those buys, but I will actually be, and please make your own decisions up here, guys. And if anything, if you don't agree with me, just use this as the counter argument to help you make up your mind to the people that are still extremely bearish and that have been bearish. You know, a lot of people out there didn't flip bearish till down there. But anyway, I don't want to gloat in this video because we've got so much to go on to. But I've taken a position in the cryptocurrency market, and I still have a positive outlook despite everything going on. Sometimes bad news can be good news. It's just that people don't look to find the good news in the bad news. And I honestly think that this space is about to get taken seriously, and that's a massive opportunity that I don't want to miss out on. The end game for me when I sold my crypto was never to sell crypto and go on to something else. It was always to sell it to buy more at a cheaper price, and we've done that magnificently. Not perfectly. We've not sold right at the top and bought right at the bottom, but we sold near the top and bought at what at the moment was pretty much the bottom, the lowest point since this bear market the crypto's been at. And I am looking for further continuation to the upside. We've still got this head and shoulders in play. All the reasons that we spoke about and have been speaking about are still valid for why I think this is likely to see upside. I think the rate hike regime is going to be coming to an end soon. Now, whether that happens on a crash, I think the crash comes later on down the road in terms of what the yield curve predicting. But we're starting to see lots take place. So I just want to get that out there. That's my genuine, honest opinion on the markets. Understand, guys, and it's so annoying when you see comments saying, oh, well, you didn't get that right. Guys, every single market analyzer out there, including yourselves, will get the market wrong. I'm not in control of the market. We're trying to predict what the price of something is going to do. I am not the only variable in that, okay? What matters in this game of investing and trading is who makes money. And it's not the people that get predictions that they put out publicly the least wrong. I know so many amazing market predictors that don't make a damn penny off of actually trading the market. They make it all through advertisement and stuff like that. We're profitable, you know, and crypto's changed my life. It's changed many of your lives, and it's going to continue to do so. But there's an amazing opportunity going on right now. I don't want to ramble on too much. Let's get into it. So we had Silicon Valley Bank, which of course has now collapsed. We'll play this quick clip from Bloomberg.
SVB Bank has now failed. The FDIC takes over and has appointed a receiver. You're looking at the amount of deposits that are over the insurance limit, which is $250,000, is now undetermined. It is the first insured institution to fail so far this year. Again, SVB Bank has officially failed.
So they are insured. Now, the problem that we've had with crypto, this was interesting. Gagavin posted this. This is outside of SVB Bank, people queuing up. It's never a nice sight, but this is symptomatic of the low liquid, destructive monetary regime that we are in. This is all happening right now in a very historically low liquidity environment. Most indicators and metrics are at this extreme low point. This is one reason why we actually took a pump back in the market. Because you don't want to buy when they're high, we want to buy when they're low. And at a lower point than they've been in 40 years, I'll take a stab at that. Will you? That's for you to decide. But this has had contagion because ultimately we found out that Circle had, not only in the sort of traditional financial world, this has got massive contagion. We saw banks and we looked at the yesterday sell-off massively as a result of them having holdings with Silicon Valley Bank. But this has had effects with crypto because we see the likes of USDC is down 8%. They had $3.3 billion that's still trapped in it. We did a video earlier where we covered this. Also, MakerDAO, which has USDC collateral to back and to peg DAI, they're also down as well. So there's contagion within the crypto space, right? It's not a good look. It's horrific. We're seeing... I don't think I've ever been in crypto. Maybe 2018 was slightly round about the time of BitConnect and all this other stuff was like there was the same level of negative media intensity on the crypto space. But actually, right now, has been massive from regulators, from internal crypto. You know, the last year has been probably one of the toughest. And I think that's symptomatic of the fact that, you know, we've never been in a quantitative tightening environment. So this has had contagion within our space. It's causing lots of panic, and there are reasons to be concerned. We've got all this, again, in a low liquid environment. And this is going into the CPI next week. Now, since the CPI and inflation data that we got in February, and we've looked at all this, covered it. It's important that you subscribe and watch this channel daily, guys, because we keep you onto the markets and on the right side, hopefully, of the markets on a daily basis. You saw from February onwards, markets go down as implied rates went up. And this was on its sticky inflationary data. On the 14th, so is that Tuesday? We've got the next CPI, which is set to come out at 6, which is lower than 6.4, and markets may appreciate as long as it's lower significantly. If it comes out under that, markets will do well off that, and that readjusting of price and implied rates will sort of go the other way. And actually, this is at a time, if that happens, if it comes out higher, then it is what it is. If that happens, you'll see the interest rate decision that we're looking at coming down after it's gone up, and this was after, of course, Fed's Jerome Powell's testimony. You're looking at right now, market's pricing at 50 basis points on the 22nd. I think it's the 22nd this is taking place. Yeah. However, there is still the possibility of a 2 point. Now, I think 2.5. And the reason I think 2.5 is because ultimately I don't think the Fed have got much runway to go. I think they are on a tightrope right now. And falling off either side is bad. You know? And anyway, don't want to go into why walking on a tightrope is dangerous. But this is all happening at the same time. Guys, there's never a dull moment. People think finance and investing is boring. It's anything but. It's something I love to do, and it's why we make these videos daily. So let's see what happens. You know, this is kind of max FUD and fear. Uncertainty. FUD is literally the word right now. However, FUD, I think people think just means there's nothing behind it. There often is. In what we're seeing right now, there is genuine reasons to be concerned. But again, I have a position in the cryptocurrency market, and I have a decent outlook on the crypto market over the next 6 to 12 months. You know, and if I see any reason to panic, I'll let you know. But this is where we're at. This is at a time where it's very unpopular to say so. You know, certain altcoins I didn't think I'd get back at these prices. We're here. It is what it is. You know, it was never going to be buy and take off. That's not how investing works. When you invest in something, you know, lots of people have got this trader mentality, right? First of all, no one should be trading leverage in this environment. That's my opinion, because it's not that kind of environment, right? Unless you're a skilled short-term time trader, then sure, whatever, that's what you do. But generally, retail, including me, as in we're all, you know, retail isn't the institutions. We shouldn't be trading leverage in an environment where it's like this. It just doesn't make sense because it's extremely volatile. It's all news driven. The price of these cryptos has nothing to do with the underlying, you know, fundamentals of them. But from a spot point of view, you know, I've taken a position. What you guys choose to do is your own decision, but I'm laying it all on the table, showing you my cards. Let me know in the comment section what you think. You know, do you think I'm going to get wrecked? What do you think the chances are here? This is the biggest punt I've taken, you know, for over a year now. And actually, you know, you got to remember we bought all throughout this. This was my kind of making in the cryptocurrency market, rode it up, got out here, and have now took a position back for the first time. So let me know in the comment section your thoughts. We'll see what unfolds. It's going to be a big week next week. Tuesday, we've got, of course, this data. This is going to move markets. There's actually loads more stuff I can talk about, guys, to be honest, because we're looking at the dollar as well. Dollar saw a real tumble on the non-farm payroll. However, not the worst. We actually did highlight before this had even rolled, by the way, guys. This is the benefit of subscribing to this channel. And if you want to take it a step further, feel free to join my Patreon. You'll get my investment decisions, what I'm doing, where I'm doing it, you know, how I'm doing it. But this is a bearish div, bearish divergences. I know lots of people don't like the RSI, but I like the RSI. I think it's great. We've also said the 2-year yields, which is something we've looked at quite a lot. I think is going to roll soon. But that's just my opinion. Again, this is all going to be data driven. We're going to be watching it. Hopefully you will be too with me. On that note, guys, I'm going to love and leave you. If you've enjoyed the content, like is always appreciated. So is a comment. I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching, ladies and gents.